Ready for another one? My fellow cultists, we are back for episode 3, baby! And this one is going to be how Freaky Tommy has ended up freakier by joining this thing of ours. Last time, Tommy got in trouble for snooping into the wallet of one of his passengers, and now is in dire need of a cup of joe. This episode, we are going for a 2-for-1 special because why not? And after you subdelect comment, I will share a secret. You done? Okay, so because there are a bunch of very important story cutscenes, I won't be disturbing you too much until we get to the point. After that, all hell will be broken loose and I will unleash such mayhem that will leave you more shocked than a Dorkman's Disney ripoff video.
I had a cup of coffee and relaxed in the car. While I was waiting to see if I could get another customer, I noticed I wasn't far from Salieri's bar.
Jesus. We got you, you little rat. Mr. Morello's pretty angry with you. We're gonna have to teach you a little lesson so you remember that it ain't right.
Those bastards remembered the license plate of my car and took it on themselves to hunt me down.
Lou here'll fix your face a little. Finish him off. Don't waste any more time on him.
It was clear to me that I had to get out of there fast. I couldn't handle that animal on my own. I said to myself that now was probably the right moment for Mr. Salieri to show his gratitude. Salieri's bar was just down the street, and the sight of it was certainly a lot nicer than a baseball bat to my head.
Just wanna bring brother Louie and his gorgeous friend into this moist alleyway. That baseball bat seems very useful and dangerous. You wanna hurt me? You down that bad? Then you just might have to follow me into this other corner. It seems like Rick Sanchez has been here because that carpet belongs to Roy's carpet store.
Well, he said he'd finally have all the things we needed.
Everyone here has one carpet from Roy's carpet store.
Leave it alone, Marie. The junk.
We gotta loosen up, boys. Yeah, no, Freaky Tommy, you need help. I'm calling Chris Hansen. Hey, Chris? Yeah, it's Bez. Send dudes. What? No, not nudes. I'm in a fucking gunfight. Got a slap in my finger. Got ribbon in my wall. And the I'm living in a friendly way. Oh, got a handful of nothing, and I watch it like a hawk. Well, I'm doing I'm living in a friend. Oh.
Salieri's boys saved my skin that time, but I certainly wasn't in a good situation. I had paid off my debts for the car repairs, but my boss didn't want to employ anyone who's in the mob. It just wasn't good business. When I saw the fancy getup of Salieri's boys, I thought that it can't be too bad to work for them. Besides, I had nothing to lose. Morello was out to get me, so driving a cab wasn't the best job. Plus, the prospect of Salieri's dough wasn't so terrible. So like I always say, better to die young and loaded.
Got a handful of nothing, and I watch it like a hawk. Well, I'm doing okay. I'm living in a friendly way.
Well, it looks like Morello is really trying to make me mad. But I'm a reasonable person. What do they call you, son?
Thomas Angelo.
I've decided to give you a shot, Tommy. I like new faces. We're one big family here.
I don't have friends. I got family.
You already know Paulie and Sam? Frank here is my right hand and looks after the legal side of our business. The one behind the bar is Luigi. This business ain't easy to swallow.
What about Daddy Grant
Luigi's a
Cordones?
wonderful cook. Paul will introduce you to Vincenzo and Ralph. There are a lot of us, but those should be enough for now. Now listen, and listen good. We have some rules around here. Don't cross paths with the cops. They're on our payroll, so they'll leave you alone. But if you go too far, they'll all come after you. Money or no money. If they ever pick you up, say nothing, and I will take care of you. I show my gratitude to those people that helped me, and there aren't many left who betrayed me. Capiche?
Yes, Mr. Salieri.
Kisser.
I'm glad. Today I'll give you a chance to get back at those bastards who wrecked your taxi. We'll see what you're made of. Morello has a bar where all his gorillas go. They all have their cars parked behind the fence next to the bar. If you're good, they won't be there tomorrow morning. Paulie'll go with you just in case. Go see Vincenzo for equipment and Ralph for some wheels.
I wouldn't trust him so much. He seemed hesitant. He's just accepting now because he has no choice.
We'll see, Frank. We'll see. I'm more concerned about what Morello's problem is. Does he really want to start a war?
Vincenzo's the Don's gun expert. They've known each other since they were kids. He gets you whatever you want. Tommy guns to cannons. Then he can set you up. I always pay him a visit before a job. Buongiorno, Vincenzo.
Ciao, Paulie.
That did not sound like a proper Italian-American accent.
This here's Tom. Just started up with us.
Pleased to meet you, Tom. What can I do for the both of yous?
We got a job to do. We need something to write off a few cars.
This classic piece of sports equipment should do the job, and if not, I've mixed up a few cocktails.
Vincenzo knows how to get freaky, with a lot of roofied cocktails and a long, smooth, shafted baseball bat.
Careful with him, though.
Thanks a lot, Vincenzo.
Bring back the bat. It's my nephew's.
Sure thing. Ralph will introduce you to as a complete idiot, but he's got a special way with cars. I don't get how such a moron could know anything about anything. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Visit. How you all doing, Paulie?
Hey, Ralphie!
Yeah, I see you're still limping, so we got two cripples working here.
That's right, but I ain't a fool. Ralph, this is Tom. If you bring him a stolen car, Tommy, we'll make it your own, and no one will know the difference. Ralph, Tom and me have a job to do. You're supposed to have some wheels for us?
Right. Here it is.
Ralphie, along with Logan Paul, are classic examples of retorts.
It ain't no hot rod, but it should really do for you.
Thanks, Ralphie. Let's go.
Will you please start, damn it? By now you should be well aware that driving equals to rants, and therefore we have reached that point of the video. So what's up? My plan for this part was to crowdsource a rant because I ran out of topics that I could talk about. That sentence is one of the things that you will never hear me say because it will never happen. First, I want to take the time to talk about how very good this car is. The suspension is so strong that can handle a solid 50 metric fuck tons of concrete. However, the engine is so shoddy that it will get slowed down on a surface with zero friction. This chapter was almost 15 minutes start to end, but 13 minutes are spent cruising in this bricked up trash can on wheels. In fact, it was so boring that I was doom scrolling on Instagram while having a couple of beers, so that contributes to a couple of DUI charges. And guess what? After 20 painstaking minutes of doing this mission and parts of the next one, I went to process the footage only to realize my OBS gave up on the slowness of this car and I had to convince myself to record it yet again. Just so you know that I can be really petty sometimes. I had to hold myself at pew pew point for 40 minutes being spent driving this lame car, and I will not fast forward any of the footage because if I had to enjoy driving this shit twice, I'm pretty sure you can do it once while hearing me yap. Come to think of it, that sounds like a fate worse than hell. Why are you doing this to yourselves?
Stop it. Get some help.
May I barge in to promote myself as the help you need? I offer the purest form of brain rot and brain rot accessories, which is gonna be my segue into what I actually want to talk about. I noticed that it is not just me but a lot of others that I know, and presumably a lot of you watching this would feel the same about what I want to reveal. Sure, each one of us has unique experiences that we endured in life, just like how we're in this together by enduring this lame ass piece of shit car that struggles to ride up the Juliana Bridge. I really wish Marvin was here so that I could torment him even more. Where was I? Oh yeah, life problems and sob stories. Now what do I mean by all of this? Those imaginary arguments that we have in our brains with hypothetical situations that may or may not even happen with people who could have given two shits less about us but occupy free space in our memories are a problem. I offer a very simple solution that would make you more productive. It's free and you don't need a doctor to prescribe it. When you are caught up doom scrolling early in the morning or late at night and wish your life was something else or even got sad or depressed, you can use my remedy to keep yourself at peak performance. We at the Cult of Bez Industries are proud to present to you our formula to dealing with depression, ADHD, Karens, financial problems that are not in your power to change. Now repeat after me. What would the gay dude say? Buck it.
Okay, we're here. Don't go through the front. Find another way. Take out the guy quietly so you don't arouse any attention. Smash the cars up with the bat. Save the fireworks for last. Could be some nice that shit.
Now it's time for some real action, Got my trusty 3-foot smooth, shut the bat out with roofied cocktails ready to go. And remember, an ass bandit is supposed to be silent. We are taking the back door. Mr. Gangster, are you feeling it now? No one is safe. Anything with a hole is a goal. We are going for everything. Hi, is this the Inquisition? This is Bez calling. I wanted to know if it is possible to send a team of your finest agents to my address. Actually, no, it's not about the local Sesh situation. I'm afraid this is serious. Yeah, Freaky Tommy is at it again. Oh, you've gotten complaints too? What do you mean, no? He did what? Even the Grey Knights? Tommy, the fuck did you do to the Grey Knights, Tommy? They hung up the phone on me. They wanted to know about Freaky Tommy, yeah. Nope, never mind, I don't want to know. I think I just discovered a new phenomenon, which I'm gonna call it from now on the writer's mind fart. Usually happens when you introduce a character like Freaky Tommy. Because of him, every line I recorded since that last one was in some way full of innuendos. How does one come back from that? It's so hard, man. See, case in point. Even though those cars are total with a bad, can't leave this place without showing an act of pettiness. just found the best way possible. Ladies and gents, I bear you joyous and grim news. Netflix has just released a trailer for Squid Game Season 2, a show where people are handed to Mr. Beast and his staff to see who can win in the most rigged and fakest contest of all time. And I don't see any coincidence here. Mr. Beast has managed to become the biggest non-presidential election candidate person on the planet, able to polarize 9 billion people on Earth, and he is competing to replace the Austrian funny mustache man. Mr. Beast got huge after he recreated the Season 1 of the show, and now that he is most likely going to be out of a job, he may be hired by the showrunners to either be one of the contestants or replace that goofy looking doll thingy, cause his smile can be way more freakier than a psychotic animatronic statue. That headline will be accompanied by YouTuber Bez goes on the run with mysterious agent after exposing deep ties to Squid Game conspiracy. Oh shit, I'm on the news. It is most certainly not in my best interest to be outed as an industry plant, because then me and my partner would have to flee the country for crimes against humanity. Now that I have managed to unfart my brain from the writer's brain fart, I must thank Daddy Bezos for his well-timed release of the trailer.
Hiya! Thank you, Daddy!
Oh, by the way, we ain't related, and it's as coincidental as the ties of Squid Game and Mr. Beast that me and Jeffy Bezos share similarity in our names. It's almost like the universe is setting me up with the juiciest satire since my last FBI warning. And if you don't hear from me ever again, it's probably because me and Agent Kowalski are on our way to beg Elon Musk to board us on his big rocket to flee the planet. So forget about staying tuned. I will require all of you to wire me some funds and to keep your mouths shut. Trust me, you don't want to know what happens if you would, say, call the ops on me. Oh man, the lives we live. There I was 8 hours ago thinking to write a bit for 3 minutes about my goals and mental health stuff and whatnot. Which in all honesty, with my current sleep deprivation situation going on, it was kinda expected for me to take a nap, only to wake up and see that trailer, and I was like, oh hell yeah, this is definitely going to be talked about. Now there's a huge case of irony to be drawn here, because if you remember, in episode 1 I have made my stance very clear on meta and how I'm a huge fan of chasing it. All the while, here I am chasing it. Sometimes I could swear all these things are falling in place like face down jigsaw puzzle pieces with non-matching sides, only to taunt your sanity while giving you the biggest joke of all time. I used to say to my friends that life is really like Dark Souls. Every time we sleep, we are lighting that bonfire and we are waking up to a place more messed up and stranger than before we left it. Like how everything is in some chains, circle, snake thingy. Something about repeating the cycle. Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again and expecting shit to change.
So we're back, boss.
Wonderful. Take a seat. It all went well?
Sure, boss, he's a natural. Before they could say cannolis, they were wheelers. And before they could recover, we were gone. Morello's probably pretty pissed right now.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
He's one tough customer.
In that case, welcome to the family, Tommy. You've passed the first test.
It's an honor, sir.
And now we've got a new member.
I'd like to take him into the outfit, boss. You can see he ain't scared, and he's done real good.
You didn't disappoint me, Tommy. Now, let's drink.
Thanks.